Empathy. This is an interesting one for me. For a long time I confused empathy and sympathy. And you might disagree with how I define them. I know some do, but that's fine. We can disagree. For me, sympathy is feeling what the other person is feeling, is knowing the situation they're in and joining them there. Empathy is understanding it, cognitive empathy. All right, I understand you feel bad, but I don't feel bad because you feel bad. It's not joining you in the feelings. Okay? And for me, it's a very interesting area because I don't have sympathy. Never have. Um, I don't feel bad because you're bad. I don't know why. It's just not wired that way. Um, but it means that empathy is actually quite hard for me. But it is something you can learn. Hi, my name's John McFadden. I'm a certified Scrum trainer with Scrum Alliance. I'm the managing partner at Agile Centre, and I've been in the Agile and Scrum world for over 20 years now. As I said, I don't do sympathy, so telling people to not join is easy for me to say it because it's not going to happen. But for many people, I appreciate it's a thing. Okay? You may well be, like most people, somebody who does feel sympathy, and great. Okay. But I don't think it's necessarily a good thing when it comes to facilitation. I don't think it's helpful. Empathy is understanding how people feel, understanding that this might be a tough conversation, understanding that people are afraid or scared or happy. Great. But why join them? What's that going to do? How is that going to help them? So for me, it's a really interesting idea, and it's one where I'm very well aware I don't have half the puzzle. So I focused a lot on how do I build empathy, because I'm not a naturally empathetic person. I'm not somebody who tunes into you feel bad. Right? I've had to work on that, and I've spent 20 years trying to be better at it, and I am not even going to claim I'm good at it. I'm definitely better, but then I wouldn't have noticed if you were crying next to me 20 years ago. Nowadays, I would notice. I would probably ask questions if it was appropriate about why you were crying and what I could do to help. But what I'm not going to do is feel bad. And what this has meant is I can facilitate very difficult conversations. I can be the person who is there. I understand that this is a hard conversation for you. I understand that you are struggling with ideas and things, and I can be considerate of that. I can phrase my questions in a way that I don't keep touching the sore spot. I can push, but not so much that we tip over the line. And what I found is, because I can do that, I can help people through those conversations quicker. I can keep pushing them because what I'm not considering is how I feel. Because I'm fine. Sounds horrible, I know, but I don't feel bad about it. Okay, I know that there's a line. I hopefully know where it is. Don't always get it right. But I can push you to that line. I can get you there, and I can keep you there for as long as you can be there reasonably. I can help people get through this faster. Empathy is incredibly powerful. It's something that has hugely transformed every aspect of my life. Getting it, understanding it, making use of it. I'm no expert in the field. I'm no expert in knowing what I feel, never mind anything else. But I've seen people who are sympathetic, who feel deeply what other people feel. And what I found is they struggle. They have to work harder than I do to achieve the same outcome because they feel bad for people, because they know what that person's feeling because they are currently feeling it as well. And okay, fair enough. I've seen them, I've talked to them, they have struggled in meetings. I have had several Scrum Masters come up to me and ask, can I take a meeting because I'm not going to get emotionally involved. I'm not going to join the conversation. I'm not particularly going to be that bothered that somebody feels bad beyond normal human kindness and decency. I don't want people to feel bad. So empathy is an important part of our skill set, understanding how people feel, understanding that we can use that as part of how we manage a conversation to draw people into appropriate conversations, to get them to face up to things that will be difficult, that will be hard, that will tax them, whatever it is. Okay? Sympathy, I'm not so sure is beneficial. Now, if you are somebody who is more sympathetic, who feels what other people feel and believe I'm wrong, I would love to hear from you. Okay? Because I don't know that I'm right. I know how I respond to the situation. I know what I've learned through my practice. By no means perfect. I have met many great coaches, many great facilitators who are very keyed into emotions, who do feel deeply, and they use that as a strength. And I would love to understand more about that.